Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the AMX 1390. It's a tier 9 French light tank. It's located on the north spawn of Malinovka and it's under the command of Softer. Now he's got a 55% win rate, so I suspect that he's going to take a large part of this battle. But what's he going to do? Is he going to do his traditional role, or is he actually going to get in the brawl? Well, he's got a 90mm gun firing standard APCR, 240 Alpha, 205mm of pen. With the premium rounds, that's capable of doing 248. And he's gone straight to the bush, but even after he spotted a Jaegeru, and there's a Wizzy 132A in the opposite bush, I'm wondering if he's actually committed to that bush, or he's waiting for somebody to blind fire it. I think that's what he wants to do at the moment. He wants somebody to blind fire it, find out there's nobody there, and look at that, the enemy spotter's gone down, but there's a new one out in the field. It's a 121B. And I'm not sure if he's been seen at all. His sixth sense hasn't gone off. I don't think he's been perma-spotted. We are seeing rounds coming in from that 121. The question is, has he been seen? Remember, he's a light tank. Light tanks have the same camo on the move than they do when they're stationary, and he's pulling back now to try and put these bushes between him and the 121 and indicating it for his teammates. And they're thanking him for the spotting. So it's almost like he's reluctant to go in the bush and sit there on his own, just in case he gets fired on. Yeah, he really wants to keep on the move, doesn't he? Just in case. He doesn't want to receive a round. But he's getting more inclined to sit in the bush now because the 121's gone unspotted. And that could be dangerous for him, because if he suddenly appears out of nowhere, he might be spotted and then he might receive fire. Okay, the Jaegeru's been seen again, and shells are coming in his direction. They're definitely coming towards him or his teammates behind him. The AMX 1390 was designed in the 1950s originally, but the 1390 itself was actually in 1966, 1985. That's when they were produced. It was an upgrade of the AMX 1375. Originally, the first tanks that came off the production line actually had a 75mm gun, and then subsequent ones later on actually had the 90mm gun. This was to give it more punch. You can see that 121 now coming into sight. So this could be an AMX 1375, which just had the upgrade program to convert it to a 90. Again, shells whizzing over his head, which seem to be aimed at him, but they're not actually aimed at him. With that 240 Alpha, it means that he's actually capable of doing 960 damage with one magazine. That's a lot of damage very, very quickly. There's 2 seconds between each reload. Clip size 4 shells. Well, it's actually 221 seconds between each shell. And now we've got the Harry in sight. And he's taking fire, lots of fire. We're picking up masses of spotting. We're already high at over 3,000, but now it's 3,900. And enemy tanks are being spotted on the north part of the map. He decides to put a round into the AE phase 1, but he did get spotted. And now the enemy knows where he is for the first time. He's guessing there really more than anything. Oh, now that didn't actually connect, but he's fired his first clip. Normally you get 40 shells. I'm not sure if Wargaming changed this, but he's in full reload now. Standard clip is 22.52 seconds. He's got 20.40. And the 121's coming to sight again. Okay, so now he could go active. And one of the things he could do is, if he wanted to, would be to go up to that little area at E... Is it E7? Yep, E7. And just sit underneath these tanks. And, oh, he took him around from the G-Saw. But he is taking damage from other players, so we're picking up at least some spotting assist off him. Yes. Oh, he's gone. So he got all the spotting assist off that one. Now he's up to 5.5k. So now he could really harass the enemy team by getting underneath them and spotting them, so that the guys on top of the hill, when they start pushing down, are going to know where the enemy are. At the moment, he's very reluctant to push across because the 121 knows he's here, and the 121's probably in the bush. I wonder if he's going to go low, lakeside, get to the dip, which I said is at E7, and sit there, highlighting anybody on the hill, because there might be somebody on that spotting hill, a Cobra or something like that. Oh, he's been spotted again! And you notice he's round the wrong way, really. He really needs to be facing the opposite direction as he backs up to that bush, so he can make a fast getaway if he needs to. So many players will actually deliberately turn their vehicle around just as he did there and back up to the bush, have a quick look and see if they get spotted. I think he might be doing that from now on. He's also looking over the edge because he wants to see which enemy tanks are in the rear, and he did get spotted again. So that 121 is specifically looking for him, I think. He is the best player on the enemy team as well. Now, as he goes up this way, he might get spotted as he gets close to the edge. No, he hasn't. Okay, so I can understand what he's going to do now. He's going to go around the base of the cliff because there's a kind of ground depression there. He will get spotted if there's somebody close to the edge of the cliff, but I don't think there are any enemy tanks up there now. So he's being really sneaky, because once he's round this way, he can either go into the low ground and try and approach that rock that's up ahead, and then obviously if there is somebody in the rock, he's been spotted. And it's a Sharpview Tier 4 that's spotting him. And he's gone. 1,010 hit points of damage. Oh, but he took a hit from the Cobra. And that's not good. But the Cobra's gone. And he got the spotting off the Cobra as well. So we can see there's a Waffenträger there as well. So he's going back to the previous position. He couldn't get round. I would have been comfortable with going into the low ground, but the thing is that that Sharpview Tier 4 only showed up when he actually aimed directly at us, but when we went up the rise. So he's going to go low ground, spot anybody on F7. Okay. Once he's at that edge area, if there is nobody up there, then he can use that area to spot on the enemy. If they are there, they're dead meat because they will get spotted, and nobody here, they're all dead, which means now he's spotting the enemy. And look at that Hori 3. Well, that Hori 3 didn't last very long. He got the spotting on that guy. That's another 828. He's now at just under 9,000 spotting. The guys up on the hill must be very happy. In fact, he's platooned with one of the guys up on top of the hill at this moment. That's the Object 257. So all he needs to do is find out where the rest of the enemy are. We suspect that they're over by the rock. In fact, there's one. The Waffenträger's been spotted. Such an easy kill. They are OP when it comes to the gun, but they are very easy to kill once they get spotted, because of course that gun shield is very penetrable. And he's out the game, and we've been joined by an SU-130PM, and he's going to help us. We're now moving ahead to find out the rest of the enemy, and you can see the Batchat 25 ton spinning courage, and he's going in. There's the 121. He did stick around. We've got another Waffenträger above us. or ahead of us. And a Borsig. So 2 potential kills here. Oh, well, that's one shot. Now kill the other one. Oh, well, we're pumping the rounds in. We're not going to get a kill though. We're going to have to reload. But the Borsig's not looking at us, and I don't think he's going to last. No, he didn't last, and now they're down to just 2 tanks. They've only got a VK100-01P and an XM66F. That's all they've got, and they're over the other side of the battlefield. So yes, after much mucking about trying to locate the enemy, he's found them all and made it an easy win for his team. And now he can unload on the enemy over there as soon as he's reloaded and put some rounds in. Oh, the XM's gone, and that's it. The game's over. They've done it. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game for Softa in the AMX 1390. He managed to get his 2nd mark of excellence out of that game, as well as a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage. And on top of that, he got a patrol duty badge or medal for actually being the only one spotting 6 enemy tanks whilst they were damaged. Now, his win rate from that one wasn't particularly high. It's 1,771, which is very good. But he was doing spotting, not actual damage, and win rate increases as you do more damage. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see the highest damage in that game went to the Waffenträger auf E100, and he managed to get 3,467 hit points of damage. Second highest was the SMV CC67, who got 3,465, so that's just 2 hit points less. And the third highest damage, well, that was the Waffenträger auf Panzer IV, and he got 3,125 hit points of damage. When it came to Softa, he only managed 991, but of course, he wasn't really after damage. He was more interested in getting spotting assists, and yes, boy, did he get that. If you look at the number of kills, you can see the Waffenträger auf E100 managed 3 kills. 2 kills went to the Batchat 25 ton, the Object 257, and the Passante C45 on his team. And on the enemy team, only 1 tank managed to get more than 1 kill, and that was the Hori 3. Again, you can see Softa just got the 1 kill. And when it came to base XP, well, he kind of left everyone else in the shade, because he got 1,482 base, the only player to get over 1,000, with the next highest being the SMV CC67 with 920, followed by the Passante, who only managed 843. So way to go on Softa, because he certainly earned a lot of base XP from spotting the enemy. 8 enemy vehicles, 8 shots fired rather, 4 direct hits on the enemy, 4 penetrating shots, 991 hit points of damage, of which 253 were at more than 300 meters. So some of those long-range shots he actually did fire did actually connect, but it was really the shots that he fired at close range on the Waffenträger auf E100 that actually made the difference. I think actually it wasn't the Waffenträger. I think it was the Waffenträger auf Panzer IV. Yes, it was. Yes, that was the one he killed, and he did get shots on the A phase 1, just 1 round, but just 1 connected. Okay, he also managed to get 2 hits received, and I'm afraid both were connecting, both penetrated. The Sharp U-204 got around into him, and yes, so that was 1, and I'm trying to remember who the other player was who got around into him as well. Oh, it was the Cobra. Yes, the Cobra got around into him as well. 7 enemy vehicles spotted, 3 enemy vehicles damaged, 1 killed, and he got 12,077 hit points of spotting assist out of that one. So his team were very happy about that, because of course it made it a very easy victory. He earned, on a premium count, 51,144 credits from that game, and he picked up 4,446 experience points out of it as well. So a very good game. He was fidgeting about quite a lot at the start of the game, but I had the feeling that he was uncertain about if he went into the bush, somebody with the commander's vision system was going to spot him and finish him off very quickly. So that may have been the reason why he was not staying in the bush long enough to actually get killed. He was actually being very, very cautious. So, if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.